Hi, my name's Jane Stacey, International Technical Director for Tony & Guy London Academy. And today we're here at the campaign and we're shooting our latest collection, Socialised. And the look I'm working on for you today is called the Bohemia, an inspiration in particular from an Austrian-born model called Nadine Leopold. She's been in the French Glamour magazine and she did a shoot in September 2014 which was a very bohemian type of feeling that gave it that softness. But then again she did another shoot which was in Vogue magazine, which her hair was a little bit more rock chic. And with that sort of shape and the bohemian together, sort of brought together the idea that I wanted to work on something that was a little bit softer, a bit free-spirited, a bit playful, and a little bit unconventional as well. Let's take a look at the step-by-step for the Bohemia. First of all, looking at the sectioning pattern. Starting in the front, subdivide the hair off by working with a reverse crescent from the center parting. You round it down towards the hairline and then drop it back and round it back to behind the ear. Then move into the back area and we take a deep crescent from the right side and then we cross it over to the left hand side and just to the bottom of the nape. You then work back onto the opposite side. We work with the same type of shape and we work again from the hairline. And then we work back and we cross over into the previous crescent. We continue working with taking these sections until we've created 6 sections at the back. We've pre-lightened Anna's hair today so that we've got this really fresh canvas that we can work on, and I can work with toners. It's really important that what we do is we lighten the hair enough to actually achieve these particular tones. Starting on the first section, just towards the nape, start by applying Delicate Peach into the root area. Work it all the way around the perimeter of the section first, and then working in horizontal slices, just go through and apply Delicate Peach into the roots and just stretch it out a little so we have that really soft, irregular application. So then when we start to apply our Cool Beige into the lengths and ends, it has a softness and we can blush the colors. So you have this really nice transition from the Delicate Peach and then worked out to this Cool Beige into the lengths and ends. Then take a horizontal slice to separate the section off. Place a mesh on the underneath of the first slice. Working from the ends of the hair, use your Cool Beige, work it up towards the mid-lengths of the hair and then blush those two colors together. This way we'll have a transition from the peach to the Cool Beige onto the ends. This way you have no hard demarcation lines. Take another horizontal slice directly above this. Drop the hair directly over your last slice. Stretch the peach roots out just slightly and then again, starting from the lengths and ends, apply your Cool Beige and work it up, and where the previous color of the Delicate Peach ends, blush these colors together to soften off and to create a transition from one color into another. Continue this until the whole section is complete. Now working on to our second section, we change our application. We work with exactly the same method that we did on the previous section, but this time we work with the Cool Beige into the root area, again applying around the perimeter of the shape first. Place a mesh on the underneath of the first slice, gently comb the product down so that it just extends down the mid-lengths just slightly, and then working with our Delicate Peach, we start to apply from the ends first and we work up the mid-lengths to where the root color ends. And again, blushing these two colors together at that point to make sure that we have that beautiful blend of color, this time from the Cool Beige and out to the Delicate Peach. Coming on to our third section, this time we're going to work with a color block application with just the Cool Beige. So again, working around the perimeter of the section, apply the Cool Beige, and remember to always apply the product very generously. Place a mesh on the underneath of the first slice and then take your Cool Beige all the way from the root area through the mid-lengths and out to the ends. Take another horizontal slice, drop it directly over the previous slice, and the Cool Beige is then worked through to the mid-lengths and to the ends. Continue with this application until this whole section is complete. on with this application, repeat your same 3 applications that you've just worked in the 3 previous sections. Start again by working the delicate peach into the roots, out to the cool beige onto the ends. Now isolate with clear mesh. The next section, you go back to working with your cool beige on the roots and out to the delicate peach on the ends. And then you go back again with a color block application, which will then overlay all of the colors on the underneath. So what you get is this beautiful beige crown area, and then it drops over and just falls over the top of this texture that you're going to see on the underneath with your peach and your beige. So in the fringe area, I'm going to be working again with this delicate peach. This will be a color block application. So starting first of all, on my right hand side, I'm applying into the root area first and just around the hairline with my delicate peach, keeping it nice and clean, getting all of those tiny little hairs in so that we can actually have this really perfect application all the way around. And also when we've pre-lightened hair like we have today, it's really important to make sure that we get those hairs in because they will show through. Start working through the internal area. Work by starting just above the ear, work in horizontal slices and place the product into just the root area. Continue this until you get up into the parting. So now moving on to my left hand side, I'm going to work with exactly the same method and apply my delicate peach into the roots. Now moving back into my right hand side, I'm going to start applying my delicate peach into the lengths and ends. We start by taking a horizontal slice above the ear, we drop the slice over a clear mesh, and then we work the delicate peach all the way through from the roots all the way to the lengths and ends. Take another horizontal slice, drop it directly over this previous section, apply the product through the mid-lengths and into the ends, and you continue this application all the way through until you've completed this whole section. Then going back to my left hand side, we work with exactly the same method that we worked on the right hand side. Taking a horizontal slice above the ear, place a clear mesh on the underneath of the slice, and we now apply our delicate peach through the mid-lengths and out to the ends. Continue with this application until the whole section is complete. This is the technique for the Bohemia for the Socialized collection. What you'll see is this texture moving through the hair. It's delicate, but at the same time, it's got this element of fun to it as being a little bit glam rock, but also a little bit boho. So you've got that crossover of textures. This year's campaign, I think it's absolutely amazing. I think it looks beautiful. The color's strong and the haircuts are strong, but together they make this amazing image. Looking at the trends and the tones that we're seeing in fabrics at the moment, peach and these really soft beige tones really work together to create something that was, you know, free-spirited, unconventional, a little bit glam rock, but at the same time with this delicate color that could bring all of this together. And then working with something that was a lot bolder in the fringe, so working with this really strong placement of this delicate peach into the front, and then working with this placement of the beige into the back. This really separated the fact that we had this really nice fringe cut into the hair. It was a bit softer, a bit loose, but then where the crown sat, it lifted up a little bit higher. It had a little bit more of that 1970s big, busty feeling to the hair. So this is my look, the Bohemia for the Toni and Guy Socialized campaign 2015.